Hi newbies, Nurse Ruthie here, and just taking a couple moments before my yoga class to say what's up. Today I want to talk about not being so hard on yourself. This goes out to all the newbies. You're excited, you just graduated nursing school, you did great in your clinicals. You may also just have about a couple years under your belt and you're moving on to a different specialty or a different floor. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's my advice to you. You know, it's going to take a little bit for you to get the groove of things, and as long as you're giving your all every day, you leave that floor knowing that you gave your all. That's all you can do. Just try not to be so hard on yourself. You're going to learn things as they come. As many of you may know, you learn the basics in nursing school. It's your foundation. Then when you get out to the real nursing world, it's somewhat different. Additional advice I give to you: always ask questions. They say the scariest new nurse is one that does not ask questions. You're gonna feel dumb. I even say this is a dumb question, but to myself, I'm like, oh, let me ask you this question. This is a dumb question, but I'd rather ask than not ask, because you never know, that could cause someone's death and you'll learn something. I know it's pretty dramatic. I work in the ER, so I'm like dramatic. Also, give some grace to your preceptors. Sometimes it could be a little overwhelming. Who knows how much experience they have on actually precepting. I see a lot of new nurses precepting in some facilities. So give them some grace. They might get a little irritated, but it's not at you. It's just that they have a lot of shit to do. I always tell my preceptees, I walk fast. I'm not trying to ditch you. I'm just trying to get to where I gotta go. So just give yourself grace, give your preceptor some grace. Also remember, this is a learning experience. I would hope that your preceptor is not picking on you, but just try not to take it personally. Everything that they're pointing out is to make you a better nurse. You may not notice it right now, but in the future you may say, oh yeah, I was doing that wrong. So they're not saying it to be mean. They're just trying to make sure that you're doing the best that you can do. And let's just say, you're just not getting along with your preceptor. You need to let your educator, your manager know, maybe it's not a good fit. Or maybe you're used to working night shift and you're just not a morning person, or, something. Just be sure to talk about it. You don't want to sit there for 8 to 12 weeks or however long your orientation is, miserable, because that's going to impede your learning. You're not going to feel happy to work there. And just be sure to take your breaks. I'm an advocate for breaks. Definitely look up your policy and see what breaks you are allowed to have. And just be sure to learn from each situation. It's take one day at a time. You're gonna learn a new language, a new culture, depending on where you're working, and go with your gut. If you feel like you're not gonna be a good fit, don't waste your time. Try to find another place. You should be excited to go to work. You should be happy to clock in. Sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I have to think about okay, am I hungry? Do I have to pee? Am I tired? Am I thirsty? Look at my needs. And then I go ahead and take care of what I need to take care of. Pardon the thunder. It's Florida life. It's like raining across the street, not here yet. But do what you have to do to take care of you, because a better you makes a better nurse. You're a better nurse for these patients, because in the end, number one is their safety. Treat people how you want to be treated, because what you put into this world is what you're going to get out of it.